Jerry Dipoto and the Mariners sure did go all in during the trade deadline. Absolutely the opposite. Mariner fans, I'm sorry. I know we're all disappointed. We're going to break it down here and also talk about the upcoming, and it feels like every series, a huge series against the Detroit Tigers. But first, I want to give a word from our sponsor. This episode is brought to you by Kalshi. Use promo code Seattle on tap. And $25 will get you a bonus up to $500 if you use code Seattle on tap. First time depositors. It still works in Washington State, so check it out. You'll love it. Great way to bet on the Mariners and also, or predict on the Mariners and also the upcoming Seahawks season. But first, let's hit the intro. All right, the Seattle Mariners, the trade deadline. This show is a solo show today. Will not be too long. Sammy should be back with me, but you should also know if you're watching this one, we do have our Seattle Seahawks podcast, which is our flagship podcast here on Seattle on Tap, which is going to be available at Seattle on Tap. We will be going right after Hard Knocks Seahawks episode today. So check that one out. All right. Segment one we're going to give you here is the trade deadline and simply not enough by the Seattle Mariners. So let's first of all lay out what we did during this trade deadline. First of all, Luis Castillo to the White Sox for Sir Anthony Dominguez, Nolan Jones, and catching prospect Boston Smith, and some good old hard cash, which, of course, the Seattle Mariners would love some hard cash always. Here's the logic. They've been running a six-man rotation all year. Shallow bullpen. Moving Castillo keeps the five best starters, opens a bullpen seat, fills it with Dominguez, and clears a chunk of Castillo's money this year and next. I don't hate it. Dominguez, his stuff is good. He has good velocity, he misses bat, but the command is shaky and he's homer prone after walks. Very high variance arm for a team that probably doesn't want high variance. Nolan Jones, post type flyer, Smith, actual catching prospect, but probably irrelevant to 2026. Pretty simple here. It's a trade I think we had to do. It wasn't a trade. I know a lot of us love Luis Castillo, including myself, but hey, we got five starters now, and we got two bona fide starters supposedly in the minor leagues. One that's supposed to be a super duper star in Kate Anderson. So holding six starters with two more spots, making them eight starters, just didn't make any sense. Then there was trade number two, which I thought was going to be maybe a move before a move. Like, all right, we added this bat, but we're going to go make a bigger trade now. But that's not what the Mariners did. This was it. They got Taylor Ward from the Orioles for a package of reliever prospects. We got the right-handed bat we need. I guess this is an upgrade from Rob Refsnyder. He's a good fit. He's on the downswing. I think he had 34 home runs last year. He has 7 this year. He leads the Major League Baseball in walks, but he also leads Major League Baseball in plate appearances. I mean, I just in general, it was like okay, we added a bat, and that was about it. So Fangraphs gave the whole deadline less than a half a projected win the rest of a way. And for a team that's fighting for the division, I think 3 games back now or 2.5 games back, I'm going to check that now, of the Astros, and 2 games back of a wild card. I don't think just picking up a half a win, 2.5 back, is necessarily great. The bullpen needs only half addressed. We know the pen was a problem. We got Dominguez, probably need another arm. Castillo out, Dominguez in. Like, I don't know, man. This is like kind of one of those things. Kirby's name was put out there. Hancock's name was put out there. But maybe we just didn't get the bat offered that we really wanted. Some good things, though. Castillo money is off the books, half of it, because Sir Anthony Dominguez gets about half of salary of Castillo. So $20 million, I think, for Castillo, $10 million for Dominguez. We do get Brendan Donovan back tonight. So that's like an addition out of nowhere, it almost feels like. And at some point, 55 and 58 would have been kind of irresponsible to kind of go all in. I mean, this team has so many major flaws, and I don't think it's going to win a World Series. Unless the move was going to be made for next season, I think it might have been a little bit bad to make a move for the rest of this year, knowing that, and we might not even have a baseball season next year. All right. Before we get to the Tiger series, I do want to tell you guys about our new game, the Six Pack. A lot of you already play it, but Six Pack, the number 6 pack.seattletontap.com. These are actually my picks today. And it's a daily game where you can win a $50 gift card to seattletontap.com if you go 6 for 6. And the winner at the end of every single month gets a $100 gift card plus tickets to a Mariners game. And then we're going to have during Seahawks season, maybe different packages for the winners during Seahawks season. But check it out. This is today's lineup. Mariners, will they win? Mariners over 8.5. Mariners total runs in the game, 8.5. Cal Raleigh over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Brendan Donovan. We had to put him in the lineup for you guys today since he's a game back. And Emerson Hancock, strikeouts. And Julio Rodriguez is my guy. You choose a home run. You choose who hits a home run. So then it will populate you a nice little card like this where you can share it on social media, invite your friends, because it does have groups as well. Standings this month, we're only a few days in, but your boy, me, is in first place with 10 points overall. So you have a daily points profile. And of course, you have your group, leaderboards, a lot of fun. Check it out. sixpack.seattletontap.com. All right, so we got 3 games set here, I believe. 3 against the Tigers coming up for the Mariners. The Tigers obviously just sold their best player in Tarek Skubal at the trade deadline to the Dodgers. Everyone's up in arms about that, including myself sometimes. And I think it's going to be a very interesting to see where this team. They also traded Casey Mize. They are basically completely out of it now. They're not going for it this year. This is a team we played in the playoffs last year, went to 5 games in the ALDS. So 3 games at T-Mobile, Tuesday, Wednesday, then Thursday, 1:00 game. Detroit's 54 and 58, 4th in the AL Central, and they just sold, as we said. They basically publicly gave up on 2026. Mariners, well, this series means a lot to us. 2.5 back of Houston for first in the division, 2.5 back of Texas for second in the division, 2 back of Cleveland for the last wild card, if only Minnesota won between them. The Twin Series showed the formula works at home. It's now a test, demolition test. Contenders sweep gutted sellers. Teams go 1-2 against post-fire sale Detroit at home are not contenders. Whatever the standings say are true. And look ahead is honestly scary. Rays this weekend, then Yankees. So we got to take advantage of this Tigers series. This team just sold everything. Like, not saying we have to go sweep them for sure, but a sweep here would mean a lot for the Seattle Mariners. Some things to watch. Dominguez's Mariners debut, Ward's first home games. Julio's watch continues. I mean, he had a couple better games in that Twin series. We got to see Julio get it together here if we're going to make any type of run. And now we go to a 5-man regular rotation, no piggyback starts without Castillo. So maybe that gets us in a groove. And it makes you wonder, are we going to see Cade Anderson at some point this season or not? I hope we do in a way, but at the same time, you don't want to put too much stress on a young arm. So we'll see what happens there. All right, guys, and that's basically it. Once again, make sure you go to Kalshi, use code Seattle on tap, or in our description, we also have Rebet, which is also available in Washington State as well if you like to bet on sports. All right, thank you for watching, and we're going to hit the outro and see you guys next time.